world to make a difference. We celebrate you because you've worked hard to fulfill a dream to not only become qualified and accomplished professionals in the medical field, but also to serve humanity in its most vulnerable and fragile of situations. Healthcare is a commitment to compassion. It is a field that calls for empathy, patience, and an unwavering dedication to the well-being of other people. We do not take it for granted that your success today has also required the sacrifice of your loved ones, your parents, the dedication of your lecturers, and the support of your friends and colleagues. It has also demanded sacrifice from the entire administration of this prestigious college, and more importantly, the sacrifice of yourselves. You have denied yourselves comfort and other desires. I congratulate you on this important and incredible academic achievement. Well done. Ladies and gentlemen, the theme of this ceremony, namely Fit for Purpose Health Workforce, could not be more fitting as we collectively pursue the vision of delivering quality health care to all the people of Kenya. It emphasizes the importance of producing professionals who are not only skilled, but are also adaptable, ready to meet the ever-evolving health needs of our population. Health is the foundation for the dynamic and prosperous Kenya. In a political environment where government would have opted for investments that offer more immediate returns, the Ruto administration has been unequivocal in its prioritization of health interventions as a fundamental core of its performance metrics. We are boldly focused on reforms to address and increase accessibility, affordability, and availability of health services, while similarly striving to improve spending efficiencies, a delicate yet mandatory balance. The transition into Taifa Care, reforms in the medical logistics supply chain, investments in locally manufactured vaccines and medicine, focus on community health through the community health promoters, and the expansion and facilitation of training capabilities, among other interventions, is testament to this commitment. These reforms are not random or coincidental. They deliberately recognize that the investments will also result in secondary benefits within communities, such as an increase in equity, employment, empowerment, well-being, a reduction in out-of-pocket expenditure, and overall poverty reduction. I am convinced that we are responding to health aspirations of Kenyans as demanded to us during the county economic forums that resulted in the bottom-up economic transformation agenda pillars. Whereas some teething challenges have impacted the seamless transition of some of these reforms, especially as regards the transition from NHIF to Taifa Care, the perfect should not become the enemy of the good. The benefits that will accrue from proper health planning and budgeting as a result of a comprehensive data collected from patients registering for the Social Health Insurance Fund under Taifa Care, especially about disease prevalence and trends, will be significant. The transparency and accountability benefits that will emanate from biometric registration of patients will allow for a greater spread of the limited fund resources to all who will seek services in both the public and the private facilities. accessibility and expert support benefits that will accrue from the use of technology through telemedicine and electronic health record management cannot be gainsaid. The ability to offer previously unavailable critical care support and decongest our national referral hospitals will ease the burden not only on these hospitals, but also for healthcare workers in these facilities. I have no doubt, as President Ruto has stated, that we shall stand vindicated in the long run. As a responsible government, we remain open to ideas and proposals that will better improve the rollout and implementation of the transformation agenda for the health sector, especially through Taifa Care, the universal health coverage. What is clear, however, is the conviction to see these reforms through. There is no turning back. Ladies and gentlemen, the delivery of the health sector vision for this country is premised on the availability of well-established health human resource components. Indeed, the USC program will only be attained through substantive and strategic investments in the health workforce. For nearly a century, 97 years to be precise, KMTC has been at the forefront of health training in Kenya. It has distinguished itself as a beacon of quality in the delivery of healthcare human resource for the country and indeed for the region. We are proud that KMTC continues to supply Kenya's healthcare system with 66,296 active students at the moment who are already supporting health facilities at various levels. Moreover, the college graduates over 20,000 healthcare professionals annually, reinforcing our workforce and ensuring the continued delivery of quality healthcare services, even in the most remote and underserved areas of our country. The kind of training you obtain at KMTC is the training that contributes to the backbone of the healthcare system. Nurses, clinical officers, laboratory technologists, and physiotherapists are the fulcrum skills that hold the healthcare system together. You serve as a bridge between doctors and patients, translating the complex medical terminology and procedures into the understandable and practical, which is the heart and soul part of the healing process. To the graduates, as you graduate today, please know that you're very vital to achieving our vision of universal health care. Kenya is blessed with some of the best health care facilities in the East African region, from our national referral hospitals to county and sub-county hospitals. These institutions form part of the foundation of our healthcare system, and we must remain committed to delivering quality services at every level. I am informed that your training has been rigorous, with a focus on 70% clinical and practical work and 30% theoretical learning. This balanced approach ensures that you are not only market ready, but also competent, making you highly valued both locally and internationally. The government's International Labor Mobility Program will serve as an additional opportunity to support graduates who would want to explore employment options abroad. We remain deeply committed to creating jobs for our young people, and KMTC is playing its part in this agenda. I am informed that the college equips its students with the skills necessary to transition into local and international job markets. Programs such as the National Council Lessons Examination Training for those seeking opportunities abroad, basic language courses, and pre-departure training ensure our graduates are competitive globally. Take advantage of these opportunities where you can, and just like our athletes, become the new cohort of Kenyan ambassadors abroad, renowned and accomplished. I wish to reiterate an important element of ethics and integrity. which I consider important as you embark on life's journey. You have spent long hours, nights and days. You have endured countless struggles, studying and making elaborate plans for an elite practice, employment, global recognition, and wealth beyond compare. The saddest thing is that many of you may do this at the risk of bringing disrepute to the very esteemed profession you have endeavored so long to join. I invite you, graduates, to be the generation that challenges the unnatural drive to unjustly enrich yourselves and to use your positions and places of work to your positions of work to propagate corruption and the illicit acquisition of wealth. As we celebrate the graduation of 21,261 students today, I want to remind you that you are more than just graduates. You are the future of Kenya. You are the best hope that your parents have. You are the best hope that your community has. You are the best hope that Kenya has. You offer the best hope to help sustain and uphold the values that our country stands for: freedom, peace, democracy, and the prosperity of our country as a whole. You are the generation that will further exploit Kenya's mobile money systems to deepen financial access. The generation that will further develop our cashless society through mobile money services and electronic service solutions. The generation that will expound innovation and incubation through the established ICT apps, not only for the health sector, but for the entire length and breadth of our productive sector. Be innovative, be intentional, and have purpose for the common good. As you leave today's ceremony, bear in mind that graduation is merely the beginning of a long journey in which you are no longer a passenger, but the master of your own destiny. Do not be afraid, however, because in this ever-changing world, there are rewards for those seeking to work hard and to walk the path that is less trodden. What advice would I give my younger self, graduating as you are today? If I were graduating today, I would tell myself, as I do to you now, stop competing with people in the kind of competition that arises out of insecurity or self-preservation. Learn how to collaborate more effectively and to find valuable intersection with others. Learn to listen. Conversely, speak your mind and let your voice be heard, but do so with reverence and humility, because life is enriched by experience, and experience teaches us the value of respect and humility. Build relationships that can withstand the challenges of failure and not to break down at the slightest provocation. And for emphasis, humility, determination, focus, and the right ethics will take you very, very far. Humility and hard work, focus, will take you far. And these attributes do not reflect cowardice, as some people think. Act with integrity and set the example of the kind of behavior you would like to see in other people. You are young and you have a life ahead of you. You are bound to make mistakes, but you have time to learn, to live, and to find yourself. Use it well and meaningfully. I wish you a great future and memories of a lifetime. And as the author and poet Marianne Williamson says, our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. End of quote. Shine your light and make a positive impact upon the world. May God bless you and bless your profession. May God bless your community. And may God bless our country. Mabibi na mabwana, naomba niongeze kidogo, niseme ya kwamba nimefurahi kufika hapa siku ya leo. Tuko na mahafala 21,021, zaidi ya 21,021 ambao wanafusu katika chuo chetu hiki cha masuala ya matibabu. Tunashukuru Mungu, wazazi wenu na jamii yote kwa kuhusika katika kuwafanikisha safari hii yenu. Vile vile tunashukuru walimu wenu, na vile vile tunawashukuru wanafunzi ambao wamejitahidi kusoma mpaka wakamaliza masomo yao. Kama taifa tunawategemea kubadilisha taifa letu la Kenya. Serikali itajaribu kuwasaidia kupata nafasi za kazi zile ambazo tutajaribu tuwezavyo kuongeza nafasi za kazi, ili vijana wetu waume kwa kike, wale ambao wanafuzu katika taaluma mbalimbali ikiwemo taaluma ya afya, wapate nafasi ya kufanya kazi katika nchi yetu, na wale ambao wangetaka kufanya kazi nje, nafasi hizo tutaendelea kubuni ili kuhakikisha mmepata nafasi kama vile sisi tumepata nafasi kuwa na nafasi za kazi katika taifa letu la Kenya. Vile vile nyinyi ni kiungo muhimu katika swala hili la afya kwa watu wote. Tunawatakia kila laheri na tunawatuma kama mabalozi, muwe mabalozi wa mpango mpya wa kusajilisha Wakenya wote katika taifa letu la Kenya wawe na bima ya afya. Isikuwe ya kwamba bima ya afya ni ya watu wachache ambao wako na mishahara. Kila mtu katika taifa letu la Kenya awe na bima ya afya, apate matibabu na apate msaada wakati amepatwa na matatizo ya ugonjwa. Niseme ya kwamba mfumo mpya wa afya kwa wote ambao tumeanza kama miezi miwili imepita hivi sasa, uko na changamoto kadha kwa kadha. Serikali inasikiza maoni ya watu na mashirika mbalimbali ambao wanachangia katika kuboresha mfumo huu. Tutaendelea kusikiza na kuboresha zaidi mfumo huu ili uwe msaada kwa taifa letu la Kenya na kwa watu wetu wa Kenya. Mwisho kabisa, nataka nishukuru taasisi hii ya KMTC, na nikiwa hapa nataka kupeana ahadi ya kwamba tutashirikiana na Wizara ya Afya kuhakikisha ya kwamba yale mambo ambayo viongozi wa hii taasisi wamesema tuyafanye, tutayafanya. Tutaongeza mgao wa pesa ambao unahitajika kuhakikisha wanafunzi wanapata msaada wa kifedha katika masomo yao, na vile vile tutahakikisha kwamba tumeongeza pesa kwa hii taasisi ili kuwe na wakufunzi ama walimu wa kutosha ili kuelekeza chuo hiki katika siku za mbeleni. I wish you well. I wish we could stay longer. I'm very happy to be here today. And when I look at the people ahead of you, I see the future of our country. I see the future of the medical profession. And I see hope